Good evening, and welcome to Global News. Tonight, we turn our attention to Ukraine, where the conflict has taken a dangerous turn with a significant escalation in drone warfare. The increasing reliance on unmanned aerial vehicles by both sides is raising the stakes, intensifying the fighting, and, tragically, putting civilians at even greater risk. For months, drones have been a constant presence in the skies over Ukraine, but recent weeks have seen a marked increase in their use, both in terms of the number of drones deployed and the sophistication of their attacks. Initially, drones were primarily used for reconnaissance, providing crucial intelligence about enemy positions and movements. However, they are now being employed more frequently as offensive weapons, carrying explosives and targeting critical infrastructure. Ukrainian forces have effectively used commercially available drones, modified with explosives, to target Russian armor and artillery positions. Meanwhile, Russia has deployed Iranian-made Shahid drones in swarms, overwhelming Ukrainian air defenses and targeting key urban centers, including Kyiv. This intensification of drone warfare stems from a number of factors. Firstly, both sides are facing dwindling stockpiles of traditional artillery ammunition. Drones offer a relatively cheaper and more readily available alternative. Secondly, drones are proving highly effective at penetrating enemy lines and striking targets deep behind the front lines. This ability to strike with precision, or at least the promise of it, is appealing to both sides as they seek to gain an advantage. Thirdly, the war has become increasingly attritional, with both sides locked in a grueling battle of attrition. Drones offer a way to inflict damage on the enemy without risking human lives, although, as we will discuss, the impact on civilian lives is a major concern. The implications of this drone warfare escalation are far-reaching. The most immediate concern is the increased risk to civilians. While both sides claim to be targeting military objectives, the reality is that drones are often imprecise, and the risk of collateral damage is high. We've seen reports of drone strikes hitting residential buildings, schools, and hospitals, resulting in civilian casualties. Furthermore, the targeting of critical infrastructure, such as power grids and water treatment plants, is having a devastating impact on the civilian population, leaving millions without access to essential services. Experts warn that this escalation could also lead to a further destabilization of the conflict. The use of drones makes it more difficult to distinguish between combatants and non-combatants, potentially blurring the lines of engagement and increasing the risk of miscalculation. Furthermore, the lack of international regulations governing the use of drones in warfare raises serious ethical and legal questions. As drone technology continues to advance, it is crucial that the international community establishes clear rules of engagement to prevent the further escalation of this dangerous trend. The United Nations has called for restraint and urged both sides to take all necessary measures to protect civilians. However, with no immediate end to the conflict in sight, the prospect of further intensification of drone warfare remains a grim reality for the people of Ukraine. This is a developing story, and we will continue to bring you the latest updates as they become available. For Global News, I'm